Yay, expenses.
Yes, expenses. You bought ammo. That are also expenses.
Yep. I bought 100 dead men.
If only you could buy 100 dead men. We just stand them in the way till the first row of two will tank the thing.
And throw vehicles at them.
Yes.
And civilians.
Yeah, but let's not use those. All right. I will get to prepping the explosives. Let's see. Charges. I'm building 2 charges. This should go quite quick. It's only 2 batches. Complexity. Quite simple. Damped. How much time do we have left?
From with all you did, probably like 3 hours.
Okay, because there is a conundrum here, which is that depending on, because if I would be building a single charge, I would need to do an extended test and get to 12 hits. But since I'm building 2 charges, I need to do an extended test and only get 2 hits. Which is slightly silly, if you ask me. So
What?
yeah, look at, if you run and gun page 178.
No, explosive fruits, run.
It's a section nobody ventures into but me.
I've read through it once, but I somehow forgot all of it again. Okay.
Yes, you see the little table there? I'm building average explosives of complexity, and I'm building 2. So according to the top one, it says I only have a threshold of 2, but according to the single charge one, I would have gotten to 12. Which, yes.
Okay.
So I'm just saying this to you, so you as a GM can tell me what the hell I'm supposed to roll.
Okay. Let's go with. If you're doing them both, let's just go with 18. For basically 1 extended test for 18.
1 extended test for 18. Okay.
Interval of 1 hour.
In 3 hours. That's going to be quite tricky. Oh well.
Show me the magic.
Yes, magic. Right, let's get started. I have a feeling I will need edge on this to get those done quickly enough. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Why did I tell you this anyway? Sheesh, okay, 5 successes. Yay, but that's 1 hour only. Damn, this is going too slow. Next one. I will edge these. Another 5. Still going too slow. 15. Can I edge these another time? Technically I can't. It's an extended test.
We'll see. You can.
Okay.
Give me that edge.
Yes.
I feed on your edge.
Yes, whatever. Okay, I'm at 16. Almost there. So it's probably going to be like in the car, still finishing up the last part.
Yeah, that will call for a pilot groundcraft test to get to the place you want in time.
Okay, that's no problem with the bike.
The others, well, Breath furiously prepares the charges. What are you doing?
They're nice and foamy.
So do you guys want me to go through with this plan where I try and get out in front of them and stop the convoy?
Hey, if you distract them, that sounds good to me.
Okay. In that case, I will probably want to put some makeup on or something, disguise.
Yes, be pretty.
Make myself look pretty.
Okay.
But also, if any of them have cyber eyes or something and are recording my face, I would rather have the defense there. So I don't have the best disguise roll, but I'm going to do it anyway.
There will also be grumblings from Brass about that. I could have used that half hour building grumble.
Holy shit.
Oh, Okay.
I used that roll when I was getting shot in the face.
It was a capsule round. They have glancing rules, so it would have still just like maybe not in your mouth, but it would have grazed your cheek.
Yeah, it
And
wouldn't
your
have counted.
cheek was tasty.
Okay, yeah, you probably make the best disguise you ever made yourself.
I can't even recognize myself in the mirror. I don't know who I am anymore.
And you start to question your career choices. Why are you not a makeup artist for the
Yeah, I
movies?
start thinking maybe I should just sell out the team and just make it big. And
Make a heist movie out of it.
oh jeez.
How this really, really pretty guy just sells out his team. Okay, you make it a disguise. How do you want it to look?
I want to kind of look a little older, and kind of like, the sort of people going through a midlife crisis sort of thing, like old and kind of tanned and leathery.
Yes.
Kind of like that. Like he's just got back from some holiday, and my plan is that I'm going to be like this obnoxious wage slave kind of guy who's too big for his boots. I'm going to try and blast music when I come out in front of them, just to make them think I'm as harmless as possible. That's my aim.
Okay. Right, so you prepare this guys with all the tanning cream and the stupid clothes.
He actually
Yes.
just goes tanning for a little while, I'm sure.
The stupid clothes isn't a problem. I just have those. The citizen isn't like a very good dresser, and he lives in the Barrens, so
Well, even
His
for
idea of-
Shadowrun standard, stupid.
yeah.
clothes.
There we go.
We see citizen approaching and we all face palm.
You should be impressed. This is
I will not be impressed.
Are you?
I accidentally
fantastic
slapped. Look what you make me do. I accidentally slapped explosive foam to my face.
oh god.
She probably does that quite a lot.
It's sticky.
Okay, so I'm guessing Citizen would take the America Brass and Tapper motorcycle, and
Yep.
Fubar would just deck from afar.
Yeah.
Okay. And where are you aiming for hitting it?
Oh, I still need to
We're
do the
doing it
drive
at-
check, don't I?
Yeah, I'm just getting the plan straight.
Okay.
I could totally drive.
There
Like
we go.
nothing could go wrong.
Who needs traffic?
Yeah, okay. That test should get you there in time.
As far as where we're going to hit them, we're thinking of the park, right? Because I would rather try and drive out in front of them in a place where they're sort of going slower than than normal. I don't want to like drive out in front of them while they're going 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, well, Grid Guide basically manages to, or will try to get them through at what's inner city speed in Shadowrun? I think like 80 kilometers per hour.
Probably.
So they will be quite fast.
So is there no point here where I can sort of wait for them to slow down, like a turning or something?
Well, it's in the curve. So it's a massive vehicle. So it would kind of slow down while taking a turn.
Okay, I would prefer to do that, because while I can make the crash look worse than it is, I would rather not be killed on impact. Because while it would be really convincing and a good distraction for you guys,
Well,
it
we'll
wouldn't be the
take
best
your
for me.
we'll take your share and split it up. We'll give it to some orphans or something. That's what you would have wanted, right?
I am an orphan.
Oh, I am an orphan.
Orphan club. Every runner's an orphan. But yeah, I'm happy to do that, so long as there's at least minimal chance of me dying.
Okay.
I'm cool with it.
All right.
I'm guessing I get any hits I get on my stun condition monitor get added as dice pools to my con, because I'm actually in pain.
We'll
The
see.
yeah, if you get wound modifiers, then of course, and I believe crashes also cause a bit of trauma.
Yeah, I'm just messing with
rules
you
for that.
anyway.
Rules for that somewhere. Um, But yeah. Okay. So you try to go for a turn near the park.
Yeah. Let's hope my
Yep,
fake
I'm gonna
mustache
roll
doesn't
a
fly.
what you call it? Facial sculpt.
Okay.
I need to double check how many dice that is.
Fuba, where are you locating yourself?
Is there some sheep holder in the near there where I can check in for a while?
Yeah. Should be no
Okay.
problem.
Then I go there, so I can go in VR without collapsing on the street walk.
Always a good idea. Okay. Yeah, you find a place. Connection here. You basically to the place where they will be driving. You have like the environmental noise is like 1, and you're more than 100 meters away, I guess. So it would be 2 noise.
Okay, then I use sickness scrub and I don't have any noise.
Mhm. So okay, Citizen and Fubar are getting ready and in position while Brass is driving like a maniac to get there in time. And
Look, Dapper. I know. It looks like we jumped a squad car. Because it's totally something we did, but they have no light bar anymore, so they can't chase.
I don't think that's how that works, love.
Look, the guy needs at least 5 seconds to turn around. We're around the corner already.
Right, but like his coffee that he just spilled all over his lap is probably what's holding him up more so than, well, whatever it is you think you did.
Well, I guess that coffee might also be a problem. Well, I hope he chokes on his donuts.
It's so cruel, love.
Such is life.
They said no casualties. We can't have someone choking.
Fine, then I hope he mildly chokes him then. He'll be fine.
just a bit, just choke a bit. Yeah, you drive through traffic like a maniac, and the 6 hits are enough to get there just about in time. So, Fubar, you are the first to spot the convoy. It's you basically see 4 icons. There's the Roadmaster, and right behind it, there's the Maker with the rolling cage. And like 50 meters behind, there's a motorcycle, and like 30 meters in front of it, there's a motorcycle.
Okay. What's the device rating for the icons?
Let me check. So it's all security vehicles. So it is 3.
Okay.
And you see that it is all slave to a decent comlink to defend it.
Okay.
Which seems to be located in the Roadmaster.
Yeah.
And what you also see is 1 persona overwatching it.
Okay. I think I wait till there is some the other guys to do something, so I don't set them off early.
Okay. Right. So Brass and Tapper are still driving, and they are approaching the place. So basically a crossing near the park. And Citizen, you are waiting on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on like a turning or something so I can come out in front of them at the right time.
And
Yeah.
I believe we are waiting for him to do that before we attempt anything. Hopefully they will, what's it called? Be occupado.
Okay. So yeah, they are approaching. Citizen, you are the first to see the vehicles in for real. Yeah, there's this. The first thing you see is the bike. This is just this like normal, not a sports bike or anything, just one of these. Has a few how do you call them? The basically a bit of loading space on the sides. Yeah, and the guy sits on there with a helmet, and just looking left and right while the bike drives itself. Yep, it's a full helmet with a green dot on it, so company colors. And you can't see his face, so he might be speaking. He might be not speaking. You can tell.
Okie dokie.
And he drives around the corner.
So time to pull out in front of him, I suppose.
Do you want to ram him?
I don't want to ram him. What I want to make it look like is like I'm turning to go in the direction he's driving.
Okay.
And he's just going to hopefully either hit the back or stop in time. That would be preferable.
Then, yeah, the actual.
Or do you guys think
vehicles-
I should wait until he goes and then drive out behind him and get in front of the actual van? Because that could work too.
Yeah, the actual van is like 30 meters behind him. You see it coming around.
Yeah, because I could pull it off like, oh, well, he just went past and I thought it was clear. What do you guys think?
If you could cut one vehicle off from the rest, like we could probably. I'm sorry, you said it was a bike, the truck, the counter ram truck, and then another bike.
Mhm.
If you want to try and get in between the truck and the counter ramming vehicle, we could probably what you call
I think that might be a bit harder than getting in between the bike and the truck.
This is true. It is your vehicle, so I will bow to you in this.
It's another Ford America, just with better stats.
Just
Okay.
built to run into people.
Do you just sort of common sense? Does it look like it's a viable strategy to get in between the counter ramming vehicle and the other one,
Let me
or are they
check.
too close together, basically?
You can get between them. Maybe quite violent.
Yeah, it would
they
be
are
a bit
quite close.
suspicious. I think I'm going to try and get in between the bike and the truck because that at least I can play off like I didn't see you. The bike went past and I pulled out.
Okay.
Whereas the other two, it's like I just drove right at you.
I will also make the statement that everything except for my comlink is wireless off, like just completely off,
Okay.
because well, they don't need to see me driving up riding 8 guns deep.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and get in between the bike and the truck, and this will be the last thing Citizen ever does because I'm about to die.
Okay. Brass and Citizen, are you turning off your stuff too?
I don't think I can get away with that because a regular citizen that's just driving along wouldn't be in hidden mode, would he?
Do you have a weapon?
I'm not putting it in hidden mode. I'm just turning it off on the things that are suspicious.
Do you have a weapon, Citizen, or any kind of armor?
I have weapons and armor. Yeah. Can I turn those off and but still be broadcasting my sin, or is that a no?
Sure. If they are legal weapons, you can also just have them active if you have licenses for it.
I have a taser. That's legal, and
That's
I
entirely
do have a
legal.
license for my the concealed carry for my weapon. So
Yeah, as long as you only have restricted weapons with a license, it's probably less conspicuous to just turn them off.
okay.
To just leave them on. I mean,
All right, that works then.
so law
I
enforcement can see if you spot a gun or not.
Yeah, I'm a guy who values my rights, and I don't need anyone telling me that I can't carry around a gun when I can carry around a gun.
Exactly.
Right.
This is
Carrying around one gun is fine. Carrying around 8 is a little questionable.
Okay, Brass.
Brez is also turning off everything but her comlink, so she can still stay in communication with the rest.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So, Citizen, you wait for the right moment, and then you roll me a pilot groundcraft test.
Okay, I think I'm probably going to pre-edge this because my pilot groundcraft isn't great for someone who volunteered to do this plan willingly.
Yeah, especially with your own vehicle. Like, that was awfully nice of you.
I mean,
Well, you know.
I mean, I could have driven it, but I might have not cared as much about it.
Clearly, I don't care much about it either.
Well, at least
Right?
you have the morphing license plate and the chips.
Well, maybe
So you can
it doesn't have license plates after the collision.
Okay, 3.
Not the best, but hopefully.
So let's see. The Roadmaster.
Remember me how I lived. Jumping in front
Splattered
of
across
trucks.
the.
Eating capsule rounds?
In fact, just don't remember me at all.
Oh,
Bro, I have a gun for that.
what's it?
Okay, the Roadmaster guy is trying to not hit you head on. So
Thank
you
you.
basically you can't avoid the collision. Euro was good enough for that. But let's see if we can stop. So better hope your enemies roll good in that zone.
We've been rolling great so far. Hey,
Yes.
it's all right.
Okay. So he tries to come to a stop and just hits you with minimum velocity,
That's what I was
Which-
counting on.
which might still turn out kind of nasty with this vehicle
20 physical damage.
because you see this really, really, really huge armored street tank just driving into your poor, poor Ford America.
Thank
Quality
God I don't have the
American.
kids in the back.
So, okay, check.
Good thing they shelled out for the improved brakes. Otherwise, you'd be a stain on the road.
Okay.
I also want to hand Brass a couple of those trank patches I bought.
Oh, Sophia, give back the ones I wouldn't use. Hopefully, all of them.
Because,
Alright.
sometimes you need to trank people pretty hard.
Right, that's right. You are. But then again, Stick and Shock also tranks people.
So that Roadmaster rams into your vehicle
And does a ton of damage.
quite slowly, but still very violently, with all the gear it has in front to protect against front crashes that you don't have on your side. You will be taking
Pain.
lots of
It
pain.
can't be that bad. What's the worst that could happen?
I did it for the team.
What's it? Half the body of that thing? If it's at speed 1?
Yeah.
Which is still a lot.
It's 9.
No, it was 27.
Oh,
because
that's
it's the
right.
upgraded one.
So, okay, that would be 13 damage,
Resist with your car.
and you get your car's armor added to your own armor.
Okay. Let me just check what the armor on this thing is.
Less than you wish it was.
Armor is 6 on this. And my armor is 16, so I get 22 dice.
It's
Overall.
not bad.
Could be worse.
Oh, it's AP -6. But you
Isn't that
you
only for the vehicle being rammed?
No, it's the ramming damage.
Oh, okay.
So AP -6, did you say?
So it just
Okay.
Fort America's armor is like, oop, gone.
They call them crumple zones. It's a feature.
I don't
I
think they're
s-
supposed to go all the way to the handbrake.
I can only assume my non-conductivity gets added to this.
There is sparks, I'm sure.
Yes. Hey, you never know if those ram bars are
Hey.
fitted with tasers.
9 successes. It's not
Okay.
bad.
And it's done. So
Lucky you.
roll composure for the
And don't
crash
forget to
trauma.
roll for your car.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Poor thing.
So do I not? How much damage do I take from that?
5 stun damage,
5 stun damage.
and you still have to roll your car.
Structure plus armor, which means you only end up with structure. Good thing cars have a lot of condition monitors.
Composure, you said. 10 dice.
I think
Can
he's
I
going to
edge
do
that?
I think he's going to do
You
that
can.
panicked roll very well.
Is that an edgeable roll?
You can
Yep.
edit it, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
My table hates my players.
Yes, it does. Can we play on my table next time?
Okay. Right. It was a deaccelerated crash, so that will be enough. A full-on crash would be 4.
Oh.
So you're not
Hanging
you're-
on by a thread here.
You don't have temporary trauma. Yeah, the roadmaster is coming towards you, and in the last second you realize this is a really bad idea, and fuck, I'm not getting paid for this. And then it rams into you.
It's a
And
charity.
for charity.
Think of the kids.
Then roll your car. 11 dice.
Okay.
Okay, your car takes 10 damage.
Okay, there's still 6 boxes left. Yay. Handling's gone to shit though.
See, what were you worried about?
Yeah, the quality American vehicle rams into your quality American vehicle and just
Quality
Basically-
American crash.
yeah, quality American crash in a quality American road, and yeah, it pushes your door in and shatters all your windows and slightly fucks up your tires basically on the side it rammed you in, but it's gonna be fine.
On the plus side, no one would believe that I did this on purpose.
Yes.
Yes, okay, I give you that. Now go get your insurance claim, buddy.
I've got a really good lawyer. These guys are fucked.
So what
I
happens?
damaged my car while robbing you. You gotta pay me.
What happens is that it takes you with it for like 10 meters. Comes to a stop. The windows are all blacked out, and you see the counter crash vehicle just speeding forward.
It wants
And-
to get in on the action. It can't stop in time.
Have to ram.
They don't really seem to be prepared for this happening. So the road it looks quite deorganized. The counter crash vehicle basically drives in front of you. The roadmaster starts to drive backwards, while the vehicle, the motorcycle on the back, just drives to the side, and the guy gets off the vehicle and starts running towards you. And the roadmaster is apparently trying to drive, basically go on a lane he shouldn't be on, and just drive past you. But there are other vehicles there.
Breaking the law. We've got
So
'em.
the roadmaster just stops, and you see the people on the counter crash vehicle getting out and just yelling at you. What the fuck are you doing? This is a government transport. Get out of the way! And they run towards your vehicle.
I love that. They're like, come on, man, get moving. What's the matter? Yeah, so I'm gonna play the groggy, injured yet angry.
So that's not a con roll then, because it's the truth.
Yeah. and I'm just like, where did you get your license? A cereal box. I'm
I'll
just like,
sue you.
Roll a con.
You came out of nowhere. If my kids were in the back, my wife took everything in the divorce. This is the only car I can own.
roll a con with +3 for effort.
Okay. Do I get my first talk as well?
Yeah.
Watch me get 0 hits.
Now that you've said it,
5 successes.
Okay. Con resistance is...
I could edge that. It would be another 12 dice, which wouldn't be entirely. This is quite a crucial roll. So do you think I should go for it, just in case?
I wouldn't, because it's about to be very clear that this is not a run-of-the-mill accident.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes, it's going to be very clear very soon that there is something going to happen.
Yeah.
Because I imagine after crash, it is decker begins decking, brass begins brassing.
Okay.
I'm prepared to shoot all the people.
What happens before everyone is there is that the guy in front, the motorcyclist in front, drove quite a while after that happened, and he's just now turning back, so he will need a few seconds to get back. The motorcyclist and the crash car, the counter crash car crew, are at Citizen's vehicle and are yelling at him. You see them waving guns and tasers in your face and try to pull you out of the car.
I'm getting all this on camera, man. When my lawyer sees this shit.
Get out of the way, citizen! Get the vehicle out of the way!
How does they know my name? I'm gonna start like making efforts, like I'm trying to, like I'm a bit panicked, and that I'm trying to like get the car going to
Get T-boned
get out
again.
of their way, basically. Like I'm complying, I'm just doing it too slowly.
Go! We need to get this fast. We will pay you. It's okay, but get out of the way.
Quickly,
And-
get pay of them.
Then you see Brass and Tapper appearing a few meters, like a few dozen meters away around the corner. Well, these three
How many
people-
guys are waving guns at Citizen?
The two, the motorcycle and the counter crash car, basically have one drive.
I feel like I want to put them down while I've got the chance.
Go for it.
So I imagine we pull up next to the shenanigans. Brass jumps off to to open a door, and I will. I've unfortunately loaded my silence gun with explosive ammo, so this is not gonna. God, I really need to get another silencer.
You didn't think this through, did you?
So roll initiative, everyone.
Yay.
Let's see if they are surprised.
Happy times.
I'm in hot sim.
Then you shall roll hot sim initiative.
God damn it!
Where did my initiative go anyway? Somewhere in here.
How does my stun damage affect my initiative?
You have how much stun damage? 5?
5, yeah.
Were you the guy with? No, that was someone else. So that would be -1 for you. Wound modifiers to the initiative.
So I have 9 plus 1d6, so it would be 8 plus 1d6 now. Alright.
So are the two guys surprised? Ooh, this guy apparently isn't, and the other one isn't either.
Would it be
Almost
worth
as if they were
blitzing this?
professionals.
Would it be worth blitzing this?
That's up to you.
It's tempting because I'm right in the middle, but I kind of find it hard to believe that they would just point blank shoot me in the face when they don't have any proof that I've done anything wrong.
Welcome
Kinda
to the
hoping.
6th world.
Well, if you were an orc or a troll, yeah, they would probably have shot you already.
I'm an upstanding member of society, thank you very much.
Yes, you are.
You might even say you're a perfect citizen.
I think I'll hold off for now, and I'll do it another time.
They are quite slow after arguing with the citizen.
14.
You got to be quite asleep.
Okay. And there, Matrix guy. Okay, so first to go is Fubar.
Okay, then I'll data spike the Decker. Or the
Okay.
Persona.
Mhm.
For Decker on Decker violence.
You hot summon not running silent, right?
Yeah,
So just walk in and punch him in the face.
exactly.
Whatever
In
raccoons
the
do.
Matrix, it looks like I'm hitting him with a giant hammer.
Okay, let's see if he's aware.
He's about to be.
All right. So yeah, he's quite focused on the crash. So yeah, I'm just going to say he just rolls his firewall against this one because he's not really doing anything. Wow.
Uh,
Okay. Nothing happens.
That's
But
unfortunate.
he is alerted. Man, the dice hate you, Fuba.
oh.
They really do.
Okay. So next one, Tapper or their Matrix guy. So Tapper goes first.
Yay, power of protagonism.
I go off the edge.
Oh, I like being a protagonist. How far am I away from the two guys that are harassing the poor citizen?
Well, like would guess like 10 meters, depending on how far Bress drove.
No,
Can't possibly make that shot.
So, all right, yeah, no, I guess I'll just bust out the narco jet gun. And
okay, shooting from a moving vehicle. That is, I believe,
I think it's -2, but did Brass stop or
Yeah.
is we?
minus 2. It just for this turn, it's going to be -2. After that, you stop.
And I am splitting my shots to pop pop.
Okay. They were not surprised, so let's see. They will try to dodge this.
Can't imagine why.
First one. Hit. Second one. Ooh. Okay.
So
Wait.
it's,
It's a grazing hit. His physical limit is not high enough. He dodged after all. So 0 net hits on the second and 1 net hit on the first.
Yep. So that's 2 armor +4.
They should be able to
Yep.
soak that. Yeah. Yeah, they have normal armor jackets, as far as you can see.
Yep. And then somebody's gonna be taking a narco jet at the end of the round.
So next one, the other Decker. He turns around and sees you, Fubar,
Okay.
and he will try to mark you with a brute force action. With brute force.
And I resist with intuition plus firewall.
Willpower plus firewall.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, he has his persona right now is basically just a guy with one of these fancy night vision things on his head, and he turns around to you as you try to hit him, and he pulls out a pistol and starts shooting, but your firewall repents the pistol bullets with I imagine with a comic-y boing sound, and
Of course. What
he
else?
gets a grazing hit from his own bullet and stumbles or flies back a bit. So there's 2 damage for him. And next one is Brass or Citizen, whoever has the most initiative, the most edge, or wants to go first.
3 edge.
So Citizen
I
could go
have
first.
5 edge. This is between me and Brass. I think, can I let Brass go first? Is that okay?
Yes, you
I might
can.
wait to see what happens before I make my move.
Alright. So Brass basically is driving her bike up to the vehicle and to bring it to. How about this? Drive it up there and use the speed from a stoppie to make the leap. On top of it.
Okay. Then roll a. Do you want to jump the bike on the Roadmaster?
No, not the. You know a stoppie, like you end up on you stop on
Okay.
just the front wheel, just
Okay.
to use that to launch myself on
Okay.
top
Yeah,
of it.
the jumping on top of the Roadmaster would have been regular level.
It would be quite hard, and I would probably need to find a ramp.
I'm going to say it's a driving test with 3, and then a gymnastics test.
Okay, that's good. All right. So as a free action, I say, it's yours. When I'm off, it's yours, Tapper. And here we go. That's the vehicle test. I think that should be okay.
Yep. It looks very graceful.
And gymnastics.
If you guys took any edge or damage for Citizen, please update your thingies so that we can keep track of it. It's nice for me to see.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I updated the edge. I just forgot the stuff.
Where did my thingy go? Oh, you did.
I think,
did that.
yeah, I
Thank
did
you.
the edge thing. 3 on the gymnastics, that's enough. Yeah, so you stop on the front wheel. Probably tell Tapper what you're gonna do before.
That's more fun.
Wait, what?
And jump off, which probably should push it back down.
Okay, I imagine Tapper just flying forwards and shooting while she flies.
Extra cool.
I would accept that.
Okay.
Being catapulted by her crazy stoppie.
So yeah, this bike stops and these 2 women just get launched from it.
Wee.
You grab the ledge of the Roadmaster and pull yourself up.
All right. Do I
Um,
still have any action remaining, or would that be?
You could get into position and pull your gear out, but nothing more than that.
All right, then I'll just, I'm on top of that thing, but I might as well just at least crouch, maybe possibly better be prone, so I'm not I'm very hard to see if you're on top of something like that. And get my 2 little foamy babies ready.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want anything from me to not land on my face?
Yeah, roll gymnastics.
Okay. So I figured being launched into the air.
You can use your light body.
Hooray!
Yep, that's enough. You can either roll or you can just hit the ground and just shrug it off.
Clearly, it needs to be a tactical roll.
Okay. Of course.
This isn't Omni.
Right.
Get launched forward, shoot them both with Narco check.
And the 76 was for my cat spirit that I had forgotten to roll.
Oh, okay.
So I hit my 3 that I would need to actually put these guys down.
Okay. So, yeah. Brass is on top of the Roadmaster. You rolled Tapper is standing on the road. Citizen, your turn.
Okay. How many people are around me at this point?
The two guys
Just
That-
the two.
just get hit in the back with something and just look confused, and turn around.
So they're not looking at me anymore. That's what you're telling me.
Not really, just a citizen.
Just a regular citizen. Okay, so guys, I could help out with the firefight. I could easily just start shooting at these guys point blank, and I could probably.
There's
Do
still
some
the
decent
there's still
damage.
the guy on the front motorcycle.
Yeah,
Coming
he's
back
heading
towards
back
you.
this way. Yeah. My issue is that because I just took the hit from the truck, if I get hit by like one stick and shock, I'm pretty much down, and then that's going to cause so many complications if I'm unconscious, and you guys either need to leave me or try and get me out. So I could try and keep playing sort of the terrified, regular ass average Joe and try and just get out of the way and drive out. Would you guys have an issue with that?
I would probably not, unless you wanted to like hang on for the motorcycle guy to come back and kind of run him over with your car in your panicked state. There's now been gunfire.
Oh my god.
There is gunfire, and
I can't take any more stuff. I can't take another collision though.
and
Just a motorcycle.
I'm kind of just would be impressed you'd be able to drive it away at all.
Exactly. So can I start making efforts to get moving? How time is that gonna be?
Yeah,
How
you can get back on the vehicle, and I guess you can roll a fight groundcraft to just hit the gas and drive off.
like my wheel is just like flying off into the distance.
Yeah.
Okay. Pilot groundcraft, here we go. I can always loop back around to the back and just do some covering fire from back there anyway, if I manage this. Do I think this is like this might be a bit meta gamey, but should I spend edge on this? Is this like going to be difficult to try and drive off? Do I get the feeling?
No, it wouldn't be metagaming, and you don't think it would. And
Okay.
Citizen wouldn't judge it that it's that hard because you're basically right on the road and there isn't much in front of you.
Okay. I'll just roll then.
It's basically a very open space. There are not a lot of people around. It's getting slightly dark.
Sweet.
Yeah, so there isn't really much that you could drive over.
That's
Yeah.
the same roll I got when I was rolling 12 dice.
So you drive. The panicked citizen drives off towards the motorcyclist.
I guess that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, so your opposition. So the two people that got shot with Narcojet are down to 3, but the people in the Roadmaster are at 8. So the Roadmaster will try to drive off now. So it will accelerate, and let's see how well it does that. Ooh. Okay, this guy in there hits the gas, and you see just smoke coming from the tires, and it just speeds off.
Begins to speed off.
Yeah, and well, Brass is on the top, and that's quite fast. So
Not heading for me, is it?
it's driving in the same direction, but it's avoiding you.
Okay.
Brass. Yeah, I think that would be gymnastics.
Okay, can
To
I apply
try
a
to-
bonus from having my gecko thingies?
Sure,
Okay, how much?
+2.
Okay. Wee.
Okay, yeah. They don't unintentionally shake you off. And yeah, the thing starts speeding away. And it's back to... No, the two guards that we had with Narcojet, they weren't surprised. They turn around and they see just Tapper rolling off. And they point their taser and their gun at you.
Mhm.
So this one guy is using a Fischetti security. And tries to double tap you. Wow.
He thinks he's funny. So did you say he tried to double tap, or he just tried
Yeah.
to?
Double tap. You see him basically turning around and then doing his tactical trained.
So I'm negative. How many on my dodge?
No, it's the +1, so no negatives.
Nope.
Okay, he pulls out the gun and tries to shoot 2 stick and shocks into you, but you narrowly dodge to the side. He has this.
He thinks it was narrowly dodged. I knew it was artfully dodged.
Okay, of course. He has this whole tactical thing going on. He like pulls the gun out with this nicely trained. The taser guy just swears a bit and tries to hit you too. He doesn't look quite as tactical and professional.
He's holding the taser sideways.
He even,
I
fit a
thought-
little Amy thing there.
Okay. Yep, you dodge it easily. Basically the wire thing flying towards you, and you just dodge it. No problem. So then it's back to Fubar.
Okay, I try to data spike him again.
Mm-hmm.
That's better than last time.
That's much better than last time.
Okay. Wait, data spike was. Right. Wow. Okay, you hit him. Man, I should run any more matrix runs. This is getting ridiculous.
How about we do something nice and astral for once?
Well, maybe that's what I'm planning for the next one.
Yes, you are. I finally figured out what you meant.
So how much damage would that be? Fubar? It's one net hit. So your attack rating
Is
plus
6.
1.
7.
Okay. Do you have any programs running for that? For attacking better?
Nope.
Okay.
What's my things in my Overwatch score, by the way?
Well, it was the first defense he did. Should I forgot to write that down actually? I think it was with 3 successes or something. Yeah. So now you would be at 8.
Okay.
So he tries to resist. Okay, he takes 2 damage. So ridiculous. Okay. Let's go next one. Tapper.
So, where's the counter crash car and the bike?
The bike on the front is so basically the Roadmaster is driving off. You could still reach that one if you wanted. The counter crash car is standing like 10 meters, 50 meters away from you, and the motorcycle is about 40 meters away.
But there's no other people coming out of them? Or anything like that?
No, there would only be people in the Roadmaster, and that one is driving too fast right now.
All right. I will pump another round into the guy that I did not narco jet. The guy that I overestimated his capabilities. I did not miss him.
You hit both.
I thought you got a 6 on the second guy.
Yeah, but he used dodge and his physical mid was 5, so that's why you got
Oh,
zero net hits basically. So grazing hit.
which is still enough to deliver the.
Yes. So they are getting hit soon.
Sorry, I was tormenting somebody about Avengers spoilers. So,
Torment people about spoilers because
as
that's
those
horrible.
guys are, it's one of those things. He's like, I'm gonna go see the Avengers, and I type out, if I was an asshole, you would be reading a spoiler instead of this text. So it's like, oh, I wouldn't have had a choice in that. Can I see the first bike coming back or no?
The front bike is 40 meters away from you. Yes.
Okay. I think I will get onto her bike.
Breast bike.
Yeah. And then I'm not going to start driving it yet because I'm pretty shit at driving. But I want to hold my action in case it tries to like pop up its turret or somebody tries to shoot out of the gun ports.
Mm-hmm.
So I will, unless nobody else has an action this round, which I don't know if anybody does because I can't see an initiative tracker.
Yeah, I'm using a table.
Paper.
Foobar would be spreadsheet. Foobar would still be. I think, it already still has 2 turns, I believe.
Do the
Rest of us,
bad
it's
guys
around.
have?
Or
Do the bad guys have a go yet?
The
Go
bad guys
left.
don't have any. So basically, after you, there will be Brass and Citizen, and then
Okay.
Foobar has 2 more turns. If I got that
Yeah,
I think
right.
that's right,
got
yes.
31 minutes.
Pretty impressive.
Okay. Just because I can't see it. Yeah. In that case, I will get in the bike and prepare to follow the Roadmaster.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just roll a pilot groundcraft test. Nothing fancy, but
All right. I don't have that skill, so I will roll.
no glitch. Yep, you should be able to.
Yeah, and that is my go around this way.
All right. So next one is their Matrix guy.
Do we know if he's in the Roadmaster or if he's in the?
No, you haven't tracked him, so you don't know.
Okay.
He tries to spike you once more. To mark you once more, Fuba.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Boo.
It had to happen eventually.
Man, that's gonna suck when he rolls that resist test.
Yep.
I think your table ran out.
Okay. He's quite damaged now, but still
Take
standing.
that free damage.
Yep. So he tries to shoot you, but it comes back to him once more, and he's starting to get really pissed with you because why are you doing this?
My
Brass.
persona just taunts him, like dance around.
Oh, you.
He just stands there with one-handed grip on his pistol, like some officer, basically officer, and tries to hit you, but it doesn't work. Fuck. God damn it.
Oh, so silly.
Next up, Citizen.
Yeah, I think I should try and keep up with the Roadmaster because I don't want to leave Brass just standing on top of that thing with no backup. So seeing as the
Okay,
Roadmaster is
so-
driving in my direction, I'll just keep going.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
coming right for you.
We're going to get into chase combat after this round, I think, because you're all following the Roadmaster. So we will finish this round and then a bit of chase. Yeah, Bress.
Mhm.
Your turn. You hold steady on the Roadmaster, and well,
Alright.
you can now apply explosives here.
Yes. I will apply explosives there. Though I will just take a I have this fancy scanner thingy sensor. which has an ultrasound thing, which you can use to measure thickness of
Yep.
stuff.
It's
So
it's a complex action, right?
okay. I will use that complex action to double check because I don't really feel like filling people's head with shrapnel.
Mhm.
So I will gecko grip crawl my way to the front and apply scanner to armor.
Mhm.
Does it?
I think I looked it up today. It's a complex action. I don't know the role though.
I don't know either. There's no role for it. Just like you put it there and it says
You're using a scanner. It'll probably just be electronic warfare, right?
I guess. Do it in.
Well, if you operate it, you could use your perception, right?
Or maybe it's maybe just its rating times 2 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it's sensor roots. So
Yeah, I mean
just
it has no role associated with it in the explosive rules, so it's quite confusing as always.
well, yeah. So just going to say ultrasound scanner is a perception test if you operate it personally.
Yeah. Okay. So perception tests. That's not exactly visual.
Nope.
There you go. 4
Can
successes.
stare really hard at the screen. Okay. Oh, is that a glitch? No. Okay.
No.
Um,
Bad core.
uh-uh. Um. All right. Yeah. The measurements you got from the data set earlier were correct.
Yay! Damn it! I wasted time. Whatever.
Well, when you're dealing with a giant pile of doom, it's important to be precise.
Yes. That's why you measure in demolitions, so you don't blow your hand off.
Measure twice, cut once.
Check twice if it's actually the blue wire.
Okay. Then there is only Fubar left. With 2 more turns. What horrible things are you going to do to their deck?
Yeah,
I believe it involves spikes and datas. Although if you tell
Yeah.
us where he is, we could totally just put a bullet in him too.
yeah, well, another dagger spike. Oh, that was fine.
Ooh, okay. What's your attack?
6.
Ouch. Okay. Okay. Looks like my table is indeed running out.
Never mind. You seem to have it handled.
Yep. That guy is getting... how much damage would that be? 4 net hits. So 10. Let's see. 6. Yeah, you dance around him and then you just slap him with your raccoon hands, and he just bursts into polygons, and they fall to the ground and vanish.
Okay. And then I brute force the comlink that the things are slave to.
Okay.
That's device, right?
Yeah, it's you perceptioned it earlier. It's a it's the Fairlight Caliban, so it's going to roll 14 dice at you.
Okay.
So you might want to use Hack on the Fly.
I actually got more in brute force. I would have 16 dice for brute force.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But Hack on the Fly would brute force would basically give you damage if you fail. And Hack on the Fly just a mark, and the comlink can't really do a lot.
I just checked. Hack on the Fly would be 17 dice instead of 16, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
That's my limit.
And you mark it.
Nice.
Things are turning around for you. Your life is back in order.
Woo!
Okay, that was everything. Next initiative phase.
Did they roll their toxin resist test?
Ooh, yeah, the 2 guys. Let's see. Body.
Narcolepsy for everyone.
Right?
So guy 1. Ouch.
Good
Guy
night.
2. Good night. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Things are
Narcojet
turning
is strong.
I'm just wowing Fubar. Yeah, the two guys, they had a bit of chemical protection,
Oh
but
wow! I just saw what you were talking about with Fubar too.
their chemical protection couldn't hold up, and they just after trying to shoot you, they both just collapse. Gotta love Narcojet with that immediate.
I do. I also love doing damage with capsule rounds. It doesn't happen that often, but I've done it.
Chunk, ouch!
Couldn't I just spoof command open the doors for the vehicles now?
No, you don't have a mark on the. Wait, yeah, you could. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, you could spoof it now. Yeah.
Okay.
It's up to you whether or not you want to tell her that before she gets in her exploding mood.
I tell you that I want to try to open them with spoof.
Da, da, da. Okay, their initiative. Oh, damn it, that wasn't the right. Their jazz kicks in. Okay, so first up is Tapper.
I shall drive the vehicle near the other vehicle.
Oh, yeah, right. Let's quickly set up the chase combat thing. Tokens. So right now we have Brass is not there, Fubar is not there, or not in the chase combat.
I technically am.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it this way. So yeah, Tapper, you are all at close range right now. So what are you gonna do?
Am I at close range to the guy on the other bike?
Nope. No, that one is currently at long range for your gun.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't care.
Yep.
That's never stopped her before. So long range is -3. So
all right. Isn't long range -6?
that was
am I confusing this?
That's extreme range.
All right, extreme range.
Long range is up to 30. Extreme
Yeah.
is up to 50.
Okay, someone thought extreme was the -9. Yeah, right. Okay, so that hits him, or let's see if it hits him.
It hits him.
He tries to full vehicle defense this.
Good luck, mate. You might want to park it first.
And you hit him.
All right, that's 5 + 4.
This guy has a helmet.
All right, so he'll just have to deal with the Narcojet in a little bit.
Mhm.
That's all I got. I will make my vehicle control test probably next turn.
In chase combat, you don't need to. In that case, you just stay on the same.
Oh, I thought
same
I
place.
still needed a vehicle control test.
That's for the weird vehicles in combat rules. For the chase combat, you can just not roll the test, but you don't make any progress in that case.
Oh, okay.
So, brass.
Yes.
Your turn.
Excellent. I guess it's quite obvious what she's going to try and do now.
Wait.
Yes.
The opposition goes first, actually. Not expect
okay,
that.
fine then.
They are on jazz.
Trucks
So
are
the
bad.
road- Yeah, Roadmaster tries to drive off. Da-da-dum. All right. Man, that guy's a good driver. So that is a easy speed environment. He is at 4. So he goes into from close over short. From close short to this. So he's now at long. The vehicle is on long too. Yeah. So both of the enemy vehicles are now at long range to you. And the guy that just got hit from Tapper is down 10 initiative. So isn't his turn right now. And the Roadmaster is not actively defending at the moment, so now it's Brass' turn.
Alright. Okay, so now we're planting explosives.
Yes.
I told you that I want to spoof, right?
Yes, you are after Brass.
He's not setting them off. He's just kind of attaching them at the moment.
Okay.
So, like, because otherwise it's like, oh, I put these down and blow them up in my face.
Yes, indeed. I mean, these are explosives with a heavy metal plate attached to one side to focus the blasts. You'd want those properly set.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm gonna do that. Demolitions test.
Mm-hmm.
Thought so.
With -2 for being on a moving vehicle. Quite fast moving vehicle.
I've got to say, I've never had to do that before.
Come on, it's great.
Sit, damn it, stick.
Okay. Yeah. You guess that's fine.
That
It's
doesn't
probably not perfect.
That doesn't sound fine. I don't want to guess it's fine in explosives. I'd rather edge that now.
Okay. Good idea.
There's no such thing as guessing the explosion will be fine when I'm next to it.
Okay.
There you go.
So yeah, that looks better.
No.
You just look at it and push a bit here, push a bit there, and then it looks properly attached.
Properly, like proudly sit on my knees next to it, and then remember I'm on a moving car. Quickly grab hold again.
Okay. Fubar.
Okay, I want to try to spoof command.
Mhm.
To open the doors.
Just saying, opening the doors, they could just close them again. It's not going to.
Yeah.
So just in case you want to do something else, then.
Mm. Maybe it will be enough to let you shoot in, and so they can't close them again. So I tried that first.
What?
I was a spoof command to open the doors.
Okay. Okay, so now you have a direct connection to the car because you have a mark on the comlink. Wait, let me check. Wait, now we have to check something. Okay, yeah, it's a target's roll, right? And you have the mark on the comlink. That means you are directly connected to the vehicle, which only resists with 6 dice at this point, which does not work. So yeah, the doors fly open. Do you want to open all of them, or
Yeah.
just okay? So the back door and the 2 front doors.
And no, just the front doors.
Okay. Yep, the front doors fly open, and it's next one is citizen.
It's me, is it?
Yes, you are the citizen.
Is there anyone worth shooting?
You can try to shoot this guy here, the motorcycle guy.
But
I mean,
he's been hit.
Yeah,
already
he's
with
on
the
a
narco
narcojet.
jet.
The doors are open, so you could try to shoot the driver, if you want to do that.
I would be hesitant to shoot the driver while a teammate is on top of the car.
It'll be great.
Very,
Don't worry about
very
it.
considerate.
Can I shoot the passenger?
Yeah, I've just placed the icons arbitrarily, so I'm gonna say you can just drive over and shoot him from there. Yeah.
Okay. What minuses am I taking to this because of driving and
you are,
distance?
You are taking a -5, I believe, -3 for being in a moving vehicle, and in a car you get an additional minus for being in a car and not on an open vehicle.
Okay, -5 overall. I think. Let me see.
And it's medium range. I mean long range.
So I may pre-edge this then. I don't have quite the same
Wait,
skill as Tap.
let me check something. Yeah. Yep. Go for it.
Okay, so I'm a shoot 'em with my stick and shock. And hope he doesn't die. 6 successes.
Ooh, okay. High edge indeed is a good thing to have. So he. Da-da-dum. Eight. And he's in a vehicle 2, that gives him a penalty. He will try to full defense.
Does the door being open give him?
He
Less
doesn't get the
armor or-
vehicle armor,
Ah, cool.
which is considerable in this case.
Right, of course.
Yep, 3 net hits.
Okay, so that's stick and shock. So it's a minus to the damage, isn't it? It's like always. Is it always a certain amount, or is it a minus to the base? I forget.
It's a minus to the
-2.
base.
Okay, so it's a -2, right? So that's six base damage, AP -1, +3. So 9.
AP -1.
Yeah.
It's stick and shock.
Oh, of course, and the stick and shock does like AP -5 or something. I forget, or half. No, half
Yeah,
is the other.
it's AP -5. So depending on how you read it, it would be -5 or -6. I'm usually going with adding it up, so it would be -6. Right, -6. He does not have a helmet. So how much damage do you do? Base damage?
9.
Ouch. Okay. 9 is within it. That's right.
Yeah.
So he gets 8. And another initiative reduction. That means he's out for this fight. But he's not quite down yet.
Okie doke.
Out for this combat round, I mean.
That's still enough to make Citizen like a bit smug. It's like, oh, I can shoot people too.
Oh, okay. Then next up, there is I think that Fubar. And no, Fubar was motorcyclist is the last one that can do anything. He will try to cut back to get into close range with the two of you. And he manages to do that. So, next action phase.
Can I, as a free action, tell him to pull his car over so he doesn't crash?
Who?
The guy on the bike that's about to go and take a nap.
You can.
Stop, mate. You gotta sleep.
What?
It's good for his conscience. If
I
you
can't
work on them.
understand you. Crash.
Yeah, Tapper, your turn.
Now I very clearly need to attempt to close said distance with Roadmaster.
So it's a speed environment with a difficulty of 2 for evening traffic. So yet in order to get close to the Roadmaster, you would have to roll 4 hits.
What does 2 hits get me?
Nothing.
I guess I'll edge that.
Okay.
Nope.
So you get 1. You are now at medium range.
Yeah. Yep. I will. That's me. I think. Right.
Mhm.
That's your.
The Roadmaster driver still tries to get the hell away from here. But after this round, it's going to turn into another. So he is at he's over extreme range for you, citizen. So if you want to keep him in your sight, basically, you can now roll a driving test to keep up with him.
Okay. I'll give that a shot, shall I? I'll just...
You see Tapper and the Roadmaster driving off really fast.
I just take a hard left right into this lamppost.
Lamppost.
Yay!
The
One
lamp-
success.
Will the lamppost save you?
Okay, so you don't have a rain vision on the Roadmaster anymore, so you're just in range with the motorcycle. While
Okay.
Tapper is fast enough to still have the Roadmaster in sight. Next one after the driver is Brass.
Yay. Okay, so scoot back a bit. Grab my pistol because I have the feeling trying to shoot through a hole with a rifle is going to be very tricky on top of a moving vehicle. Let me quickly check what the
If you were
pistol is.
using a pistol, it wouldn't be that bad, mate. But I
Yeah.
can show you how to do it.
Yeah, that's why I'm using the pistol instead of the rifle. Because it's the smart thing to do. I just need to check with what that thing's actually loaded. Oh hey, that's the one I filled with narco. I guess I took an idea from Tapper. Okay, so yeah, scoot back a bit and press the detonator.
All right. Actually, one thing the driver will try in his phase is to just close the door. Basically, you see both doors close, and as soon as they hit the locks, you detonate, and there's the directional charge works as you intended.
Yay,
There is quite a loud boom,
of course.
and parts fly upwards, and a bit of fire and smoke. Not a lot of fire, of course, because it's proper
It's
demolition.
actual boom.
Yes. Quite loud still, and the doors fly open again, and the car just starts swiveling from left to right, trying to keep control.
Oh well, they'll be fine. I calculated this thing to not even have shrapnel.
Yeah, but he's quite distressed, probably.
Yes, that's true. Was pressing that button a simple or would I still be would I still have the time to crawl over and try to narco those two?
Yeah, you could try that.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll composure for
Sure.
both of them.
He,
Okay, the driver actually keeps his composure.
driver is fine with exploding.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so yeah.
It was a free action basically.
Alright. So yeah, of course. No, it's not a wireless that device. Whatever. Just going to. If it's a free action, I can't use multiple shots, can I?
And nope, you could suppress a fire into them.
That's kind of hard with a pistol. I'll just shoot at the passenger. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. I'll
You
shoot
need to
at the
get
driver.
one of the shotgun pistols. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's minuses for being for something which I could quite imagine.
Yeah, -3.
-3. Okay.
All right. One netted.
Okay. So well, that's with the silly rounds. So how much damage does that actually do? That's -4, so that becomes 4 or 5 damage, and then it's there is splashed with narco.
So 5 damage.
And the +4.
Mhm.
No, +3. That makes, isn't it? Oh, whatever. He has enough.
Okay. So yeah, he's Narco 2. Then it's Fubar.
What's my Overwatch score?
Good question. God damn it, I always forget that. I think you only attacked the vehicle, and that one just made one hit. So you are at 9 right now.
Oh, okay. What should I do?
You could gracefully stop the motorcyclist.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that before he dies. That wouldn't be nice.
Okay. Yeah, he's also connected to the comlink, so you can still
Yeah.
move.
Oh,
All right. His
I tried.
His motorcycle apparently doesn't like him. Okay.
Let's hope Kritkijk takes over before his face does.
So it's Citizen.
Okay. So the only person in range is this guy on the bike,
He's close range.
and he's about to pass out.
Probably.
Yes, probably.
Can I just try and catch up with or just try and move ahead of him so he doesn't have as good a shot on me, and try and get as close to the Roadmaster as I can?
You can just start driving forwards. Yes.
Yeah, because I don't really want to shoot him in case I double over the stun damage if he crashes and all that. Don't want to risk it. But I don't want him to shoot me either, so I'm going to try and drive out of his way, basically. And I'm probably going to try and edge this,
Okay.
just for the hell of it. Because I've got a lot of edge lying around.
Wow. Okay.
I just take off into the skies.
What's the acceleration on your vehicle?
That's a good question. Let me check. It says acceleration 2.
Okay. Yeah, that basically means that you can move 2 distance classes in chase combat. So you
Okey-dokey.
you're driving back into extreme with him, and then into long.
That sounds good to me.
Yep.
This car is actually a jet in disguise, and I've activated the turbo.
Okay. Then it is next. The next turn, and the only one that still has an action left is Tapper.
Am I allowed to make an additional driving thing, or is that only
yes.
once?
You can drive as much as you want in chase combat.
All right. So, all right, mate. You should stop now. It's a good idea. And then I attempt to drive faster.
You just hear him, I'm going to fucking hit you. What are you talking about? Come here.
I feel sleep.
And you can hear him getting slower towards the end of the sentence, and his motorcycle starts beeping. He's what?
Oh, shite. Brass, you got it?
It's all fine up here.
Right. I might have to drag his dumb ass outside in the middle of the road.
Yeah, you're not making any progress with the vehicle, so you can try to secure him.
But if I give up the chase, I'm basically out of the chase action until
but
Brass stops the car.
Yeah, you still, unless you drive really fast afterwards. Basically, you would right now you're in extreme range, and you would fall out of the chase combat. So I'm just going to say you are one over extreme range after that.
Are the roads, when that guy crashes, which is going to happen, is he in danger of being run over?
It's evening traffic. It's not a lot of vehicles, so it's not. And Grid Guide already registered this craziness going on. So the worst thing that could happen is he sliding into a lamppost.
Does his bike not have an autopilot thing that kicks in?
That's what I will also roll.
Okay.
But as it's an extreme basically situation, that could very easily fail.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep. In that, like, what happens in that second where he's like, I'm driving, and then when the autopilot's like, he's not driving anymore, I should do something. So it depends upon, like, if in that second or so, if something horrible happens.
Yeah,
so I will
fair
see
enough.
if something horrible happens before I break off my chase to go drag him out of the middle of the street.
So you basically want to delay until I roll the pilot?
Well, I made 2 successes on my attempt to catch up to the roadmaster.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything because the traffic threshold basically right now is 2. Like in chase combat, the environment always has a threshold. If you are on a clean road, basically it's 1, and if you're trying to make your way through the opposite lane, it might be 5 or something like that.
Yeah, so I'll just, I guess, do I then just keep my distance? Like I'm
you
gained or lose ground?
You're at it, yeah, exactly.
All right, yeah, so I guess I'll just stick with this. If I see him go down in a dangerous position, I will break off from the combat.
Okay, yeah. He slowly starts to collapse, and I'm going to roll device rating plus the pilot and see if he glitches. He does not glitch. The vehicle just slowly starts getting slower and then drives on the sidewalk and stops. And then he falls off it.
Well, that's good. The other 2 people, are they in a run overable spot?
No, they are basically on the sidewalk too.
Perfect. All right, good. Yeah, no, I will fail at driving.
Driver narcojack resist is the last thing I need to roll. Because you narcojet, right, Press? Or no?
Yes.
Who? Yeah. 11. Yeah. So the driver's out. Next round. Roll me initiative.
Yay. Come on, dice. This time just a little bit better. I accidentally a 10, so it's 15 for me, not 5.
Mm, 15. Driver is out. Motorcyclist is out. Okay, so first one is Fubar again.
Yeah. So I can't really do much for to control vehicles or something. I listen to the.
But the Roadmaster
What?
is now on autopilot,
Okay.
and the pilot is not there anymore. So you could take over control,
Okay, I take over control.
but you would have to mark the vehicle itself
Oh.
for that first.
What's the rating?
It's just the device rating times 2, so it resists with 6.
Okay, then I hack on the fly.
Mm-hmm. What?
What?
This is getting so ridiculous.
I hope you realize that means these rolls are not going to come when you're a player.
Oh, man. Okay. You don't manage to mark the vehicle with 11 dice more than it has. Oh well. I'm really sorry. Tapper.
Oh, man.
Drivey?
Try it. It's just to describe the scene. The vehicle, the Roadmaster, basically swiveled left and right a bit after the explosion went off. The driver managed to keep it steady, and then he passed out. And right now, they wanted to take a turn left here, but it's going to drive forward now, so you're still in the speed environment. So Tapper doesn't make any progress right now, unless you want to use Edge or something.
I'm good.
Okay.
Brass told me she's got this under control, so she probably has this under control.
Okay. Yeah, you push the gas on your motorcycle, but it doesn't really go forward.
Yeah, I imagine like driving with the emergency brake on or something.
The bike just doesn't like. It's just loyal. Doesn't like other people driving it.
Also possible.
Okay. Yeah, the driver on the how do you call the guy that sits beside the driver?
The
Passenger?
Yeah, the passenger in the front.
Mhm.
Didn't make his composure test after the explosion, and the doors open, and people shooting, and what is happening, and he just decides to jump out of the vehicle.
That's not what I hoped for, but that's a thing.
And it's relatively gracefully. Just he jumps out and starts rolling off. You're pretty sure you broke his nose there.
Ouch.
You see a bit of blood flying around, but he's just and then starts rolling on the pavement.
What are you doing?
He's all right.
If you get shot, you can say you did something. Come back.
I give anyone in view a look of disbelief.
Hey man.
Okay, and well, there are still the guys in the back of the Roadmaster.
God, I forgot about them.
So the windows on the side